Turn on location settings to obtain your location. I know where I am. I don't have to tell anybody. We're at Tenmile Lake. I think we went sailing first time. We said it was about 2000, right? We were sailing the Thistle on Fern Ridge Reservoir outside of Eugene a lot. The Thistle needed some work, and I met Chip Blue at Fern Ridge Reservoir where they had a good thistle fleet, a lot of thistles, and they knew how to rig them, and so he helped me get a new forestay and got it all rigged up. Well, let's go racing. Okay, we'll take my kid, okay. So we're kind of half-cocked with the new Thistle fixed up. It's gung-ho, and it was blowing 40 knots at times. That's enough to scare the shit out of any sailor. 40 knots. You were out there with us, and man, and you were this, I don't know. This is the Yacht Club. It's supposed to be Yacht Club, but it says Yacht Club. Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi up in the tree over there. Somebody didn't know how to spell yacht. Where were we? Oh, so you want to go way back in history. When I was a small child like this tall, Grandpa Giles was the vice president of Pennsylvania Power Company. Rest your soul, Grandpa Merritt Albert Giles. He's a good man. He had a nice home in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Ethel and Merritt Giles lived there in Pennsylvania for a long time, and they would sail at the Pymatuning Lake Yacht Club. With the Thistle that he built was handmade out of mahogany. And so a Thistle is a curved boat, and it's got a one design. It has to be built to design. So you can imagine building one of these old boats out of mahogany. You have to steam the wood to form that to make a Thistle. Our Thistle was fiberglass to the form. He built it out of mahogany planks. So he was quite a woodworker for the hobby, you know, of it. A beautiful wood mast and boom, all handmade, painted. So yeah, it was the love of his life. Her name was Thither, T-H-I-T-H-E-R, Thither. Hither, thither, and yon. I learned how to sail a little bit on Pymatuning Lake. We'd go out in the canoe and he'd paddle in the front and say, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And he taught me all the bow line, how to tie the knots. And we had these little boats, and we went out and sailed and learned how to sail the boats. And then we get to crew on the Thistle with the races with the big spinnakers out front. Grandpa retired in Kaneohe, Hawaii. He would fly my older brother Rory and I over to the islands for a summer vacation of a month or so, and we learned how to sail at the sailing school in Kaneohe Bay on the Flying Junior, which is a college training boat. We'd be out there in the Flying Junior or the Thistle sailing, and the hammerhead sharks would follow you. Well, there's a hammerhead. Oh, don't tip the boat over. So, right? So we're sailing in the Thistle, and Rory's hiking out on this hiking strap. You put your feet under a strap and sit up on the edge, and the hiking strap broke, and Rory went into the water, and there's hammerheads everywhere. Well, they're not dangerous. So we had to stop in the middle of the race. Well, not stop, but turn around. We had to go pick Rory up, and so we didn't win that race. Dang it. So a couple months in the summers there. That's where I really got hooked. After all that career thing I was telling you about, I was into teaching for a lot of years in Yonghalla, and I missed sailing, so we somehow found that Thistle, brought it home and rehabbed it. And after that I thought, man, this is a pretty athletic boat. Let's get a San Juan. Where have all the sailors gone? This is Juan.
A man and his Juan.
Juan. This is San Juan 21. And borrowed sails. Well, hand-me-downs. It's soon to be Juan Mo Time. We're gonna name her. We lost the Mo Time, so we got to put Mo Time after the Juan on the back. Okay. The rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree, and back into the hole. That's a bowline. It's an important sailor's knot. We can prepare to cast off. We'll come aboard.
Permission to come aboard?
Permission granted.
Oh.
cast away. Snuck it in tight. Good enough. Beauty. We're on our way. If you have two boats and one is on a starboard tack and the other boat is on a port tack, the starboard tack boat has the right of way. Oh, what a glorious day. This right here is the beauty of sailing. Quiet, calm. Hey. Not for too long. It's good. Do you see it? You see him on the water. Preparing to come about. Hardly. So we're going to ease the sails and head downwind. All the sailing history leading up to the Coos Bay Yacht Club, which you've seen. It's beautiful out there, isn't it? I mean, with these beautiful fir forests here, you're in heaven right here, you know, until you get to heaven. This is heaven on earth. Then there's heaven up there somewhere. I love you. Peace, love, music, go sailing, enjoy life, vote. Just don't vote for, you know, what's his name. Don't put that on tape. Okay, go ahead.